Hi Capricorn, hope you guys are doing well. This reading is going to be for the end of June, beginning of July. We do have a couple transits that are coming up for you and one special one for you. So the new moon in Cancer is happening on June 28th, which is transiting your 7th house. That is all about your partnerships, long-term partnerships, relationships, your spouse, exes. It can be, it's all about all of that. It can be one way or the other, okay? One way or the other. And also your business partnerships, your collaborations, things like that. It's literally all about relationships in all forms. You could have some things you need to clear up. You could have some new things you're manifesting in. Because this is all about the new moon, I'm seeing it more as new energy coming in for you. You could be manifesting new partnerships, new business partnerships, new relationships, something that's actually going to last long term and be of significance. It's not just like a romance or a hookup or whatever. It's more of like the long term. 5th house is like the romance, the hookup. 7th house is the long term stable partners. So that's going to be where the new moon is transiting for you. And being that it's in a sign of Cancer, that's all about home and happiness, right? And love. And when it comes to the full moon, super moon in Capricorn, that's happening on July 13th in your 1st house. So this is going to be a big one for you guys. We just had a full super moon in Sag last month, and yeah, it was big. So you guys are having a full super moon in Capricorn for you. That is all about your 1st house, which is all about your image, the way that you come across to others, your ego, your identity, kind of like how you're showing up for yourself, but also how you're showing up for the people around you. So this could be a time where you really kind of release certain parts of you that no longer resonate, maybe like a certain style or a certain look that really doesn't kind of showcase who you are anymore. All right, you're going to be evolving, you're going to be changing. The full moon is all about releasing. So at this time you're going to be releasing parts of that, releasing parts of your identity that are no longer kind of a part of you, right? Releasing parts of your look, your image that's no longer a part of you, releasing part of the way you come across to others or your ego, right? This could be a very introspective time during this full moon when you really look at your ego from a higher perspective and say, okay, is this really serving me, or am I just doing it out of protection? Because that's what your ego is, right? Your ego is all about your protection. So make sure you're looking at that. This is going to be a powerful time. The shadow period for the moon is 3 days before, 3 days after. So with the new moon, you can manifest in that shadow period. The full moon, you can release during that period. If you want to learn about how to do those, you can go to my other channel, Self Mastery Mentor, and learn about there. I have a couple videos on how to use the moon cycles to manifest. All right. Also, June 24th video won't be out in time for you to, see this, but whatever. 24th of June, we have 7 planets in alignment. So you could have something coming into alignment for you, which is absolutely exciting. Look out for that. And then when it comes to, I want to make a point. When it comes to this full moon, super moon in Capricorn happening for you, as it's hitting your 1st house, Capricorn, as you know, also rules the 10th house, which is your career. So you could be looking at maybe the way that you show up in your career as well, your identity in that sector. Mixing the 1st house and the 10th house matters together, and that could be also another sector of your life where you're putting a big focus. Maybe you're trying to really harness a better reputation or harness a more professional manner or whatever it is, right? Whatever it is for you, you're going to integrate the 1st house and 10th house matters for you. And then when it comes to your 7th house in your, when the new moon hits in Cancer, that's going to be your 4th house and your 7th house. All right. So you can look those up and you can do that work. All right. What do we have for Capricorn? Receiving elation. Woo woo. All right. I am born of infinite joy. Yep. Time to be happy. Time to be happy. And here we have befriending pain. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. And I want to say Leo had this, Libra had this, and Gemini had this. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. There's 2 contradicting energies that you're having here. Befriending pain and receiving elation. So you got pain and you got joy. Okay, you got you got both. So you could be feeling or noticing that your energy is kind of maybe going like this, one and then the other, and then one and then the other. But when you find a way to kind of ease into pain and become friends with your pain, look at it, see it, feel it, right? We got to feel it in order to heal it. So you allow yourself to feel it. It moves away, it subsides, and then what do we get? We get a beautiful and expansive place for joy, for happiness, for excitement, right? All of that, for elation, for a big change. 555 right there on the clock, which is all about change. So feel it, face it, deal with it. I, on the 24th of June, am going to a very sacred spiritual ceremony for the weekend, and let me tell you, when I say we are diving into that, we are diving into that. Like, yeah. I'm doing my first ever ayahuasca retreat. I cannot wait. Shit's gonna change my life. All right, Raven News right here, which is the 23 card, and then we have Fierceness, which is the Wolverine card, and that's 5. 23 together is 5, and then 5 is obviously 5. So that's what you got. Lots of 5s here, which is all about change. So there's some big change coming in. News and fierceness, okay? There could be some sort of quick news, harsh news, something that kind of comes in for you. It might surprise you a little bit. Let's look into that. These are two very fierce energies, the Raven and the Wolverine. I mean, these are pretty hardcore. But then it's so funny because underneath here we have the Deer. And that's so soft. So underneath it all, you got a soft energy, but on the exterior, it's all hardcore. Typical. Typical. Okay, right here. Queen of Pentacles, stability, and King of Swords, which is knowledge. All right, so connecting to your feminine element, whether you are male or female watching this, we are connecting here with your feminine element, which is all about your stability. When it comes to your masculine element, I feel like you're very knowledgeable. You kind of know what you want, you know where you're going, blah, 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 all of that jazz. But the King of Swords is very harsh. They're very cold. They're very disconnected from their emotions, all right? That is the King of Swords energy. And that's why it's kind of keeping you a little bit unfulfilled. 8 of Cups, 3 of Swords. It's like you have this, like, you're not fully satisfied with wherever you're at in life. There's a little bit of that. So that's why I feel like you're dealing with this introspection on this heartbreak. Whatever heartbreak is that you're still holding on to, carrying, blah, 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 in your masculine energy, your masculine element, that's what's keeping you in this hard, rigid, cold energy. The feminine energy, I feel like they got it, all right? The feminine energy's got it. They're stable, they're grounded, they got it together, they're kind of in a good place, I feel like. But I feel like the masculine energy is a little bit more rigid and closed off to their emotions. In order for you to get to the 10 of Cups, which is the ultimate level of happiness, fulfillment, all that jazz, blah, 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 you have to be able to connect to your heart space. If you can't connect to your heart space and you're constantly just in this like analytical place, then you're tapping yourself off and not allowing yourself to ascend to higher levels, to higher vibrations, to higher connection, to more money, to flow, to ease, to all that, all right? That's where resistance comes in. That's where distraction comes in. That's where things come into your energy that aren't exactly helping you achieve the ultimate results that you want. So in a sense, it's almost causing you to like keep manifesting a lack of, in a sense, all right? So your feminine energy is good, all right? And your emotions, I want to say, on a personal level, and your feminine energy, you're good. But when it comes to your masculine energy, you're very hardcore, rigid, and kind of like cut off from your emotions. Feminine's got it going on. Masculines, we're working on it. All right. What do we need to know? King of Swords again next to the King of Swords. Okay, so you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, masculine energy. Judgment, and the King of Pentacles. Okay. Feminine energies could be dealing with two types of masculine energies. King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and obviously you guys, right? King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like the masculine energies are dealing with almost like some sort of judgment, either between you and somebody else who's an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or there's some sort of judgment when it comes to your energy and your awareness. Like, this is very hardcore and rigid energy. King of Pentacles and King of Swords is very hardcore and rigid. There's no cups, right, which is emotion, or fire, which is passion. So you're missing the two elements that really bring in that joy, that bliss, that happiness. You're all in the energy of the cold, rigidity, money-focused, analytical, like, all right, all that jazz. If you want to really shift yourself, you're going to have to work a little bit more with your empathic energy and connect more with your heart space. I do feel like you are juggling a lot when it comes to your investments and it comes to your work, but you are going to end up being abundant with that. So just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing well. The investments are going to pay off, and it is going to come in for you. Here we have Devil card, Strength card, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Justice card. So we have here Devil, Capricorn, Strength card, Leo, Wheel of Fortune, and the Justice, which is Libra. There's going to be a major change when it comes to those people around you, especially if it's in regards to your relationship, 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Cups, your family or your relationship. All right, there's going to be a change in that scenario. All right, what else do we need to know? Whew. Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. High Priestess, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. All right. All right, if you guys have been juggling, all right, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine energy, I feel like where the juggling is coming in is because of a level of overthinking that you're possibly dealing with. We have the 2, 2, and 2 here. So there's 2, 2, 2 is a perfect alignment for something actually happening for you and working out for you and coming into perfect alignment for you. The problem that we have here is there's a couple energies in the mix, all right? If we were to shift this around and put it into a perfect line, like this, right? Okay. And we were to take the 2s and move them down this way. What we got is this. The Queen of Wands, they've got a lot of success with themselves, right? This person is single, stable, abundant, all that. They got the 9 Pentacles. But after the 9, you get the 10. That's the happy home, the success, the money, the finances, the growth, blah, blah, blah. They're overthinking a lot when it comes to this person themselves is overthinking a lot about some sort of foundation, some family, some home, some manifestation. Whatever their manifestation is, that's where their focus and energy is being directed and being shifted. I feel like this person intuitively knows that they want a connection. The 2 of Cups is underneath of you. So it's like this person has an intuitive awareness around the energy that you're sitting in, King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. They're sitting in their own success, so the judgment of where you're at with your own energy doesn't really affect them. Their intuitive ability kind of allows them to see this from a full perspective. But again, it's like their focus isn't even on you anyway. Their focus is on this manifestation. That's it. But the good news is 2, 2, 2, it's in alignment. So your energy is in alignment. This person's energy is in alignment. If you're dealing with another masculine energy, both of you are in alignment with this. It's like all of you are in alignment here, but this person's focus is literally shifted on nothing but their success and their manifestation. So let's put this back. Okay. I feel like if you're dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini around you, this person is probably going to be the one that helps you receive the elation that you need, the joy, the abundance, all that. I feel like this person's very serious. Even though they're serious and maybe a little bit cold, I feel like they are intuitively connected to what is going on around you. You are here in the center with the King of Pentacles, and these other two individuals are on your side. The one on your left side here has the Judgment in between you. So that's a awakening. That's a level of success. That's a level of clarity. That's a level of realization. And it's underneath the News card. So this person is helping you with that. Between you and this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is the juggling energy. So it's kind of like this, what do I do with it, right? Or how do I balance this? It's really a lot of this energy with the overthinking underneath of it. So that energy is a little unstable, whereas this energy is a little bit more stable. But overall, it's not bad energy. There's not like a 5 of Pentacles or a 5 of Swords or 10 of Swords. It's not terrible energy. It's just overthinking and instability. But at the end of the day, the instability here does have the infinity symbol around it. So it's not that it can't be juggled and balanced, it's just that there's a lot to balance, so it's a little bit hard to find the perfect balance. That's really what it comes down to. Let me see here. Yeah, this person, if you could see this, I wish you could see this. So the Queen of Wands here, their eyes, the eyes for this person, I'm going to pick it up and show you. You see how her eyes are looking over this way? So when the card's sitting down, it's looking this way. So her eyes are literally looking away, and it's like all of this is happening here, but their attention is focused there. So their attention is focused on something else, something else. Okay, Moon card, 8 of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. All right, and I'm gonna look at that. I feel like around the moon cycles, new moon, full moon, is when something is gonna be kind of either brought to light or brought to the surface. It's gonna have some level of significance, I'll say that. Who knows what kind of significance that'll be though. All right, what do we need to know about this situation for Capricorn? All right, we have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, World, Judgment, Chariot, 2 of Cups, 8 of Wands. What the fuck? What? Okay, hold on a second. Empress, 9 of Swords, King of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords is here, so... Okay, remember how we said before your energy was very kind of like rigid, the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords? It was more of like a rigid energy. And I'm sorry, feminine Capricorns, like it's literally showing your energy as stable. There's really not much here coming out for your energy. If you start, for the feminine Capricorns, I'm just gonna go here for a minute. Hi, baby. You wanna say hi? Siggy wants to say hi. The feminine Capricorns, if you start to feel a little bit unstable or you feel like you kind of got a little bit too much on your plate, you could have an Aquarius or an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius female come in and help you with that, help you find stability in your home, in your family, in your work life. So don't worry where you're at. Feminine Capricorns is fantastic. And if you want to enhance that, you have an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius around you who will enhance that, because under that we have all these different aces coming out right here. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, boom, World card, Judgment card. I mean, yeah. So back to the masculine energy. Remember how we said before you had this King of Cups energy, or you were missing the King of Cups and the King of Wands energy, which is the emotions and the passion and the inspiration. There we go. Okay, did you just come in here to, oh, okay. Okay, hi. Thank you. Siggy's here. He wants to say hi and mess up your cards. It's like, Mom, I just want to play. No, there's fire up there. All right. You can sit right here. And you can be on TV. Let's not do that. All right. You want to pick a card, buddy? Let's see if he wants to pick a card for you guys. Oh no, he's gonna mess it all up again. All right, Ziggy. Okay, I gotta finish this. Okay, you got the cat, all right? The cat came into the picture, wanted to say hi. Whatever. All right, back to the reading. When it comes to your your emotional energy, right? The emotional energy is what's going to help you here. I feel like you're having a tough time possibly connecting to your feminine energy. When you're in a rigid place, right? When you're in a more practical, logical place, you're in a very mental, just cut off from your emotions place. And the emotions, right? Your cups is your emotions. It's how you're feeling. It's that deeper part of you, your intuition, right? That's what it is. Your inspiration, your fire element is your passions, your desires, your creativity, your imagination. It's the part of you that is allowed to dream and dream bigger. And so is the cup's energy. So the fire and the water element together are that dreamy, beautiful place of creation. The King of Pentacles and the King of Swords, the earth and the air elements, are very practical, logical, analytical, egotistical, okay? The Cups energy and the fire energy are more spiritual. That's where we're missing, right? So if we got the ego, which is the mind, and we got the spirit, which is the heart, you're very here and lacking here. And I saw 222 as I said that. Now you get Ziggy up here. This guy is all over this. Hello. Just want to say hi, don't you? Yeah, you do. All right. Well, you get a visitor. So when you learn to get out of this analytical side, when you learn to get out of being so rigid, so factual, so practical, so me, all that, and get into your emotions, get into your creativity, get into your inspirations, what happens? You're able to start planting seeds in a different direction. Before, I felt like you were planting seeds more on like a work basis on, I think I actually had it here, yeah. 7 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. So before it was like you were almost investing a lot in your work and your growth so you could get to this place of 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is here, all right? But the 7 and 2 together is the 9. So you were juggling a lot when it came to your work and when it came to your practical life, which is keeping you in this more analytical, factual basis. But at some point, you got to shift. When you find a way to shift, those investments, the work that you put in will actually shift and you'll start to move into a receiving energy. So the masculine energy is the doing energy, it's the action energy. The feminine energy is the receiving energy, it's the flowing energy. So when you're manifesting, right, we do the work to put our intentions out there for what we want, right? We want to start a business, we want to make this money, we want to have a relationship, we want to go on this trip, we want to blah, 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 whatever. You write it out, you do it out, you take the action steps to do it. But at some point, you got to take your foot off the gas and you got to allow yourself to coast. When you coast, you're in a state of flow. When you're in your emotions, you're in a state of flow. When you're in your imagination, you're in a state of flow. Your creative element is in a state of flow. So when you can do that, when you get into that, look what all comes in for you. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, World card, Judgment card, Chariot card, 2 of Cups. I mean, literally, like, what the fuck? This is such a good reading. 2, 2, 2, 2. Ace, ace, ace. So 1, 1, 1, and I see it's 4, 4, 4 right there, and I looked up on the clock. 4, 4, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, and 2, 2, 2, 2. And I already saw 2, 2, 2, 2 on the clock. So whatever the heck you guys are doing, you're super in alignment. And you got my cat to come sit up here. Ziggy. Wait, okay, I gotta move this so you can see his arm. Hold on, look at his arm. Look at you. It's like, I know, I'm just so cute. I'm so cute, Mom. I love you. It's like, Mom, stop working so we can hang out. All right, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. That's an opportunity in your emotional life, in your passions, a new conversation, a new victory with something, and a full completion of a cycle that's going to really bring you into something new. This could bring you into a relationship. This could bring you into some sort of manifestation. Again, with the Queen of Wands, Four of Wands, Two of Cups, I'm seeing something could happen there. World card here. But you gotta be done. Okay, here's what we got. You know what? I'm just gonna shuffle it. I'm not even gonna look at it because it was negative anyway. We're only doing positive right now. We're only doing positive. Four of Cups and Knight of Pentacles. All right, so you could be a little bit pessimistic right now because of how long things are taking for you to progress in your life. If you feel like there's a place you want to be, right, in your life, and you're not there, you're like 2 steps away, 3 steps away, blah, 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 blah. Everything happens when it's supposed to, all right? It's all about the diligence and the hard work of allowing yourself to get there when you're meant to. But if you're continuing to be in this masculine, rigid energy of doing, practical, factual, you're constantly always connected to your ego, right? And the Capricorn energy is the devil card at the end of the day in the deck, so that is naturally the ego energy. If you're not allowing yourself to move into a state of receiving, then this is going to take long for you. It's going to take a long time. That's just the lessons of law of attraction. It's about doing, putting it out, setting the intention, and moving into a state of receiving. So when you do work with the moons, for example, you set the intention at the new moon on June 28th, especially in your 7th house, right? Your partnerships, all that, work, family, friends, whatever, your partnerships, you're going to be writing it out what you want. And then when the full moon comes, you're going to release, right? Take some time out for you. Take some time to not have to work so hard. Take some time to really just receive gifts, receive blessings, receive whatever the universe wants to bring for you, because it wants to bring great things for you. It wants to take you into a new journey, into a new cycle, but you're not allowing yourself to connect with your emotions fully. And at some point, you're going to be able to, especially during Cancer season here, because King of Cups at the end of the day is Cancer energy, and we're in Cancer season. So if you use the energy of the season to its fullest, you'll be able to shift your energy into that and then eventually see results. But where you're lacking, the king that's not here is the King of Wands. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, masculine energy. So look that up, okay? You guys look up the King of Wands energy. That's the one that's missing, and that's the one that speaks the loudest. That's the guy who's inspirational, he's an entrepreneur, but he's creative and he's powerful and he's extremely inspirational to the people around him, to the situations around him. He kind of like breathes life and creativity into others. So your creative element is a little bit where you're not fully in balance. Once you have that creative element in your energy and you're able to shift into the King of Wands energy, then you become a match with this person, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, fire element. They're very independent. They're very kind of go-getters. They don't really need anyone. They're the most independent of all of the queens that exist. So if you're wanting to connect with someone of that element, you gotta know how to adjust to their type of energy. Otherwise, you're never gonna be able to be in alignment because you haven't been able to figure out how to deal with or how to integrate their energy. If you're constantly in your own energy, right, which is the factual, the practical, blah, 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 then you're always just doing you and never really worrying about the other. And if you want a relationship, Two of Cups, Four of Wands, which I'm seeing here you do, because that's what this whole reading is really all about, then you have to learn how to be an equal partner to this person you're with. If you're not learning how to be an equal partner to them, then they're always going to feel lack and they're always going to be focused on something else other than you. That's how it goes. So if you want to be in alignment with this person, you need to know how to adjust to their energy, which is fire, which is creativity, which is beauty, which is elegance, which is grace, which is inspiration and action and, you know, ideas. You have to be able to step into that energy, subside from all of this analytical, factual, practical energy and move into the, wow, this is beautiful, let's do this, let's try something new. You got to think outside the box. That might be hard for you. 5 of Swords. That might be very hard for you. Okay, last thing that we need to know for Capricorns here. Queen of Wands just came out again. Queen of Wands, 4 of Swords. So this person's doing their thing, I'll tell you that. Queen of Wands, 4 of Swords. They're just sitting around doing their thing. They're not really, again, they're not focused on anything behind them. They're constantly looking forward. I feel like this person's really in a big resting period because they're going through a major change, I'll tell you that. 7 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. This person is going through a major shift and a major change in their life and their cycle, whether you're aware of it or not. That's just what they're dealing with. So tell us, why is this the last thing Capricorn needs to know? Queen of Wands, 4 of Swords. King of Swords, Tower, and the Emperor. Whoa. Okay, this person is waiting for a major, shocking change in their life. Whoa. King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio energy, Emperor energy, Aries energy, and Hierophant energy, which is Taurus. So this person's looking at Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, Aries, Taurus. This is major fucking energy, okay? And the 9 of Pentacles, which is their success. All right, so when it comes to this person, right, they're having a major shakeup in a foundation around them. When the Emperor comes into the picture, all right, Emperor is Aries energy. Emperor is the person who's mastered all 4 elements. Remember how we said that you guys have the King of Pentacles energy, which is your energy. We have the King of Swords energy, which is, the very logical, analytical energy. And then we have the King of Cups energy, which is how you're shifting into your emotions. You're kind of dabbling, getting your feet wet in the emotional category, but you are missing the fire element. The Aries is they're the ones who have mastered all 4 elements, and that's what makes them the Emperor. And at the end of the day, an Aries sign is a fire sign, so they themselves are that King of Wands that you're missing. So if you can find a way to connect to this person, I feel like they're going to kind of help you shift and be able to kind of bring your balance into full alignment across all 4 elements and all 4 boards of those elements. 3, 3, 3, 3, right there on the clock. And anytime you see 3, 3, 3, you can ask for anything. If you see it at a gas station, on a paper, phone, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anytime you see 3, 3, 3, you can ask for anything. And let me tell you, I was going through all these changes in the last six weeks, and every time I saw 3, 3, 3, I was like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, and then boom, 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 it all came in. So do that. All right. This person is also going through kind of, I want to say, a big awakening when it comes to their spirituality and their spiritual connection. This Taurus energy here with the Hierophant is that higher divine wisdom. So they're having a major shift when it comes to their masculine energies or masculines around them in their life. Tell us about this Tower. Sorry, guys. Tell us about this Tower. The Well card. Oh. All right, the Well card is unique to this deck and this deck only. The Well card is someone who's in the wishing well. See, she's sitting there in the wishing well. She's wishing for something out there. She's looking out at the horizon and wishing for some sort of change or some sort of whatever, right? Whatever this Queen of Wands is wishing for, it's It's definitely happening, I'll tell you that, because when we said what is the tower, it's the well. So a big wish is coming in for this person, a big, big, big wish. And when you look at their pattern of alignment, all right, I'm going to talk to you about their pattern of alignment. They're sitting on top of the Two of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the World card, with the King of Swords, Tower, Emperor, Hierophant, well, Two of Cups again, Four of Wands, which is the manifestation, the Chariot, which is about a move or a significant shift of energy or a change, and the Judgment, which is about a major enlightenment. So we've got major, 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 major energy. So this person is going through a major fucking change, something that they've been wishing for, something that they've been waiting for, something that they've been wanting, and that is where all of their energy and direction is focused. Now, when it comes to the very end, they are here in alignment with you. Yes, it may have been taking you a long time to get there and to kind of go into this new cycle, but what you have here is the King of Wands, Two of Cups, World card, and then after the World, right, which is the completion, that's the final completion of it all, the first card of the deck is the Fool, which again is Aries energy. So the Fool is someone who just kind of goes for it. They go for the change. They do it. They don't think too much about it. They just say, oh, fuck it, let's go. You know, that's really where your energy is. So it's like you're completing something out, and I know it's taking you a little bit of time to get there, but eventually you're going to shift. So this Aries energy is going to help you a lot. If you have a friend, family member, relationship, boss, it doesn't really matter. If you have a masculine energy who is an Aries, adopt their energy, learn from them, talk to them, grow from them, look it up. Look up Aries energy and you'll understand the energy they sit in and where you need to kind of integrate that into your life, because that's that full missing element that's really keeping you from having these new starts in every area of your life. You got Seven Pentacles here, right? You don't really need any more at this time. You got the Knight of Pentacles. You are the King of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Pentacles here. You don't need any more Pentacles. That's already covered. What you don't have is love. What you don't have is passion. What you don't have is the truth of the conversation. Those are the things trying to come in for you, but you have to allow them to come in. If you stop focusing on this, you'll be able to focus on this, and that's when the new opportunities will come, because this person's moving forward and this person's going into some major wish, some major change, some major shocking change in every area of their life, spiritually, intellectually, and their foundations, and their home, and their manifestations, and their relationships, and their travel, and their judgment, and their enlightenment. I mean, everything is changing for this person. So if you want to be a part of that change and you want to grow and evolve with this person in this change, you got to make this shift with yourself. So I think that's really, a huge message. I don't know what else you need from that. Oh, did I tell you guys your song? What's your song? Hold on. Don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. Your song is The Middle by Zed. It's in the comments. All right, let me get you an actual card. What is Capricorn's card? Believe in the impossible and don't let pride get in your way again. You guys got a major fucking issue with pride, I'll tell you that. Have faith in your dreams. Ziggy. Ziggy boy. He's got his butt to me now because he's mad. Ziggy. His ears are backwards, you guys. His ears are backwards. He's so playing hard to get. Okay. Last thing we have for Capricorn. All right. Directing my focus onto what's thriving creates more of what I want. Yes. Alrighty. Where attention goes, energy flows. So if you focus on what's good, if you focus on what's working out, if you focus on what's thriving, what do you get? You get more of that. So focus on what you want to thrive, what you want to succeed, what is feeling good, and keep enhancing that feeling. All right, last card. Believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming even when I can't yet see the result. Woo! There we go. Yeah. All right. That is your reading. I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.